Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. How you guys doing? I hope you're having a good day so far. Today's story time is about an old friend of mine, alright? This old friend of mine, specifically his mom, was a little bit on the embarrassing side to him. And we all know someone like that, or we have the embarrassing parents, but he had the most embarrassing mom out of any friend I had. And yeah, today's story time is about her and him specifically. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So today's story time takes place back in 2017. It was when I just started using the app Discord. If you're not familiar with what Discord is, although I'm sure most of you are, it's just an app that's similar to Skype or like any voice chat or video chatting app. But back in the day, it was definitely way more heavy oriented towards gamers. So when I saw it, I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try, why not? So yeah, me and all my friends downloaded Discord, we added each other, and we started using it pretty frequently. Now, one day I'm in a call, right? Normal ass day, like any other day. I'm in a call, and a bunch of my friends have their webcams on. Now, me, I didn't turn my webcam on just because I'm naturally a very paranoid person, and I just had this bad feeling that something would happen to me with my webcam on, and someone's gonna clip it, and I'll be embarrassed for the rest of my life. For example, one time I was in a Discord call, and I leaned my chair back all the way. I have one of those chairs that reclines, and it broke when I reclined it, and I almost fell down the stairs in my chair. Could you imagine if that was on webcam and someone clipped it and I just got embarrassed and clowned for the rest of my life for being known as that kid that tumbled down the stairs on his chair? Yeah, I'm good. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So I'm going to call with a bunch of my friends on Discord, just hanging out. And this one friend in specific, let's just call him Josh, okay? Josh was a very, very cool dude. I'm still friends with Josh to this day. But Josh had a very embarrassing mother. She used to walk in the room all the time after drinking a few drinks, and she would just do all sorts of embarrassing things. I'm about to tell you about one of them right now, okay? So we're in a call, and Josh was talking about something. I can't remember specifically what he was talking about. But his mom busts into the room, just kicks the door open, and she is hammered. She is absolutely hammered. And she walks in the room and goes, "Josh!" And he goes, "What's up, Mom? Like, are you drunk?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm drunk. Are you on your little Skype app?" And he goes, "Mom, it's called Discord." She goes, "I don't give a fuck what it's called. Let him get a load of this." And she starts dancing on camera, like, starts just full-blown going crazy. At one point, she tried to drop on the ground and do a break dance, and she completely failed. It kind of looked like a frog having a seizure, if I could compare it to anything. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting sight to see. And of course, naturally, I'm dying laughing. All my friends in the call are dying laughing. Everyone's just having a grand old time. Except Josh. Josh looked so pissed. I've never seen him look so embarrassed and angry in my entire life. He was humiliated. So naturally, he shuts the camera off, and I hear him start yelling at her. He's like, "Mom, get the fuck out of my room. You're embarrassing me." And she goes, "I'm embarrassing you? I'm doing you a favor. Look at my amazing dancing." And Josh just snaps. He's like, "Dude, you're not dancing good at all. You look ridiculous. Like, it's embarrassing. Please, with all due respect, get the fuck out of my room." And he turns the webcam back on right after he says this. And I just knew in the back of my mind that that was not the right thing to say to her. Like, his mom, she was a very nice lady, but when she got some drinks in her, and you say some shit like that to her, she is not going to react well. So after he turns his camera back on and says that to his mom stands up after trying to breakdance, stares into his eyes with the most insane death stare I've ever seen in my entire life, and goes, "Did you really just say that to me?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's embarrassing. Please, just leave." And she goes, "Well, if it's so embarrassing, I'm going to keep doing it." And she starts dancing again. But this time, it was a little bit much, okay? She was kind of getting a little too crazy with it. And on accident, her pants fell down. Yup, on webcam with all of his friends on Discord, his mom's pants fell down, and she immediately pulled them back up, but it was too late at that point. The damage was already done. And Josh goes, "Mom, are you fucking serious? Get out now!" And she goes, "I don't know why you're being such a dickhead, Josh. I'm just trying to be funny." And he goes, "It's not funny. It's embarrassing." And she goes, "You know what? How about I just take your laptop away? How about that? And then this won't ever happen again because you won't be on your little video chatting app." And she goes over to his laptop and unplugs it. And this whole time, his webcam's still on. So she picks up his laptop, and I can see her walking out of the room with Josh chasing behind her, begging for her to put it back down. And she's just drunk walking out of his room, taking his laptop away from him, while all of us in the call have a front row seat to this entire show. I can't lie. Like, HBO Max, Hulu, Netflix, none of them subscriptions compare to what me and my friends were watching on this night. So she takes the laptop into her room, and Josh is following behind her the entire time, just freaking out, begging her to give the laptop back, and she's screaming back at him, telling him that he's grounded for a week from it, and that he can't have it. And the funniest part about this whole situation is Josh was 18. So, like, he was way too old to be getting his laptop taken away by his mom, and I think he knew that, and that's why he was arguing with her, because he knew that she was just drunk and acting out of pocket. But they just kept yelling at each other, just kept arguing, and finally, the argument had a peak, okay? A real bad peak, when Josh goes, "Mom, give me the laptop back, or I'm fucking taking it back." And she goes, "Josh, I fucking dare you to walk over here and take this laptop. I dare you." And he goes, "Okay." So he walks over and tries to grab it, and she picks it up and throws the laptop across the entire room and smashes it up against the wall. And you're probably like, "Austin, how do you know that happened?" Well, I saw her pick the laptop up on the webcam, and then the laptop webcam just started fucking flying, basically. I could see the whole room moving really fast, and then, when it hit the wall, he disconnected from the call, almost instantly. It took a couple seconds, but right after that, completely disconnected from the call, because his laptop broke into a million pieces. So after this happens, all my friends in the call start dying laughing because they could not believe what they just saw, but I couldn't even laugh. I felt so bad for Josh, like, that is not a situation anybody should ever have to go through. First of all, his mom's pants fell down on Discord with all of his friends watching. Then she stole his laptop, then threw it up against the wall because she was angry and tipsy. So all those combinations together make for one of the worst nights of Josh's life. So a couple hours go by after this happens, and Josh calls me on his cell phone, and I answer it. I'm like, "Yo, man, how you doing?" He goes, "Dude, she threw my laptop." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. We saw it go flying across the room." And he's like, "No way you guys saw that." I was like, "Yeah, man, sadly we did. You left your webcam on that entire time, and we saw you chase her all the way to her room. Then she dared you to grab it, which you tried to do, and then she threw it at a wall, and you disconnected from the call a couple seconds later, so I'm assuming your laptop broke." He goes, "Dude, it's in multiple pieces right now." And then he FaceTimes me and I answer it, and he shows me the laptop. Like, it was so broken. She has an arm on her. She threw that laptop so hard, she basically broke that shit in half. Like, it was crazy to see. But yeah, the next day Josh had to go and get a new laptop. Luckily, he had a warranty on it, and it covered drops. So he just told them that he dropped the laptop instead of his angry mother throwing it at a wall. And they gave him a new one. But sadly, the chronicles of Josh's embarrassing mom didn't end there. She still used to walk into his room all the time after this. But luckily, it never got as bad as it did that one night. So that's a good thing. This would be the part of the story time where I'm like, "Oh, moral of the story is," but I don't even know what the moral of the story is. I don't know. I mean, definitely don't act like his mom did that night. Don't go around breaking someone's laptop. That's not a good thing to do. And, acting like that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the story time. I thought this was a funny one, kind of a crazy one. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.